the overall meeting will still be recorded, and just your portion will not be recorded. I'm making a special mention of that because just today I received a request from a member who is no longer a member, and they said that they wish all their speeches are deleted from Karachi Toastmasters Club's YouTube channel. And I told them that that's not possible because the meetings are recorded uh, as a single unit on Zoom, and it will take weeks of searching and then editing to actually edit them out. So that would be possible. So anyhow, we will proceed and hand over the charge to President, who is myself. And right now we have no guests, but we have our secretary, Toastmaster Tabassum, with us. Toastmaster Salah Hamid is joining, and let's see who else we have. Toastmaster Salah Hamid has just messaged that she's about to join. And let me also mention and message Toastmaster Latif to join the meeting. So since the starting time has shifted to 7 p.m., that means that everything in the agenda is assumed to be shifted half an hour backwards. And that means that our starting time is 7 p.m. and commencement and presidential address will be, it's about to be over. And right now, it is time for me to hand over the charge to our Toastmaster of the day. Our Toastmaster of the day is someone very special because, believe it or not, uh, she has played an instrumental role in establishing a brand new Toastmasters club, uh, which has now rebranded and shifted, but still the club exists. And once you once you become a charter member of a club, that is something that remains with you forever. That remains as a permanent part of your Toastmasters record. And that's only fitting because as a contribution to Toastmasters and as a contribution to society, it deserves to be recognized and recorded. She's a very learned individual. And I also remember that while TCF Toastmasters Club was forming, she was the one who with the toughest questions. but she was also the one that ended up contributing the most. So without further ado, please put your hands together for our Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Amra Yunus.
Thank you, DM Talha. So am I audible? Sure. Yes. So first of all, it is really a pleasure for me to welcome all of you to 11 and 30th session of Master Club in Karachi. Being excited as well to guide you through the agenda and ensure we can have a good, very productive and enjoyable session today. Here I would request a DMC agenda. So please, correct me or if I add anything, if you feel that they need to be added. So if we talk about agenda first, so we have 4 prepared speeches, and I guess they all are here, are going to be joining. After the prepared speeches, of course, we will have the most of the color, that is table topics, and Toastmaster yes, for table topics. Yeah. So I just give me a minute. I feel I have. Yeah. These pages, of course, we will have journal evaluation, and I'll be handing over the charge to the concerned people who will be the part of it. And I'll take a little time to go to the roles which we are having today. So let me roll down there. Yes. So our roles are being played for grammarian. This is Shazay, Team Shazay Bigbal. Is he here? I can't. And I would be requesting TM Shazay to let us know, being word master and the grammarian, what would be his role today and what he'll be doing. TM Shazay Bigbal. Is he there?
Yes, Shazay
Yes,
was
I'm
there.
here. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. I hope I'm audible to everyone. Am I? Thank you.
Shazay
So
used
today's
the role
word
today.
of the day is ethereal. 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 This is the word of the day, which means extremely delicate and light in a way that seems too perfect for this word. Uh, some synonyms for this word is intangible or delicate, or we can say fragile. Uh, for example, we can say that today's our meeting's atmosphere is ethereal. Everyone is so supportive and it's feeling like a dream. So I urge everyone to please use the word of the day, which is ethereal. And as a grammarian, I will be noting down all the good things I have noticed during the whole session. And if there is some poor usage of English language, I will be note down, and by the end of the meeting, I will let you know the general evaluation. Thank you so much.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So let me add a disclaimer here that I think I'm having a bad internet right now. It was so. I'm just. Uh,
Yes, we can hear you, Toastmaster. There's a bit of a break here and there, but overall we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you, Toastmaster Amra. Are you there?
Yes, she looks to be there. Amra, please unmute yourself. I think you're muted. Yes.
am I audible now?
Yes, you are.
Yes,
Yes, you
you
are.
are audible. Yes.
Okay. So I would request TM Sumbal Malik just to introduce her role for today, and then we'll go on. So we are not starting this segment, of course, the table topic one, but I would like that she let us know that what is her role today.
Uh, I would like to request you, Toastmaster Amra, that please continue with the role of listener, counter, and with the joke master. The table topic session will be happened after the prepared speech session.
Okay.
Thank you.
So then I would request Heba to let her know her role. That is the role of timer.
Okay, fellow Toastmasters, as the timer, I would be timing the prepared speech session and the table topic session. And DTM Tala, how am I supposed to show the lights? Because
Timing cards, or you can show them through Zoom.
through Zoom, okay, because through Zoom, I don't know how to do it. Is there anything that I have to download?
Yeah, actually, you have to. Can you know? Do you know how to add backgrounds to Zoom?
Backgrounds plain. Don't know whiteboard. That I don't know. I'll have to okay, I'll just tell everyone for the 5 to 7 minute speech, I'll be because majorly all the speeches today are of 5 to 7 minutes. So for 5 minutes, I'll be showing the green color, and for the 6 minutes, I'll be showing yellow, and for red, I'll be showing 7 minutes. And for the table topic session, it will be 1 minute and 30 seconds for green.
1
2
minute.
minutes.
1 minute. 1
Sorry,
minute for green. Yeah.
1 minute for green, and 1 minute 30 seconds for yellow, and 2 minutes for red.
Okay, Heba, one thing, maybe you can find 3 objects with these colors. I think you've done that before. Or alternatively, alternatively, you can write on big letters on pieces of paper, green, yellow, and red. You can show those to the camera when the time is done. Would that be possible?
I'll try to find some objects.
Yeah,
If I cannot,
you find.
If I cannot, I'll just write it on 3 pieces of paper.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah.
That's how about it for my report. TM Amna.
Toastmaster Amra, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, sorry. So yes. So now I would request TM Mohammad Asghar if he is here. I can't see him here, but
Yes, he is.
so TM Mohammad Asghar, over to you for letting us know what will be your role as a listener today.
Yes, thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Amra Yunus. As a listener of today's meeting, I will try to listen rather the only good usage of the language, and I will try to repeat them. It is sort of will be a quiz-like activity. I will note down them and then I repeat them in the form of my report in the end of the meeting and ask you to guess the speaker of the words or the sentence. Over to you, Toastmaster Amra.
Thank you, TM Mohammad Asghar. So now it is our R counter, and Miss Arfa Tabassum is playing this role today. Is she here?
Yes,
I
I'm
think.
here.
Okay, so over to you, TM Arfa. Please let us know your role.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. Fellow Toastmasters, my role as an R counter is to count the number of filled words. Words like basically, so, you know, as well as any unwanted pauses and repeated sentences. Please try to avoid this because filled words distract the audience, and avoiding filled words make our message more clear. And I'll submit my report at the end of the meeting. Over to you, the Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, TM Arfa. And now here comes our vote counter. DTM Talha, would you like to let me know that who is our vote counter today? Because it was to be decided. It was to be decided.
Yeah, actually,
Or
it will be it will
it
be
will be
me.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we'll be
Okay.
doing is that during the meeting at various points, we'll be floating the poll for best speaker, best evaluator, best big four, best table topics, and best facilitator. And you'll be asked to vote for your favorite one. Since today we are all online, we won't be using the Google form. We'll instead be using the Zoom poll. So all of you, please remain alert and vote within time. As a vote counter, I'm not supposed to vote myself unless there's a tie, in which case I will break the tie. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, DTM Tala. And now it
Excuse
comes.
me.
Yes,
I
Shobha.
also, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting, but
No,
I
okay.
had to say that I just wanted to add that I'll also be timing the evaluations. So
Yes,
DTM Tala, correct me, at 2 minutes, it would be green,
yes,
and at 2 minutes, 30 seconds, it would be yellow.
yes,
And
yes.
at 3 minutes, it would be yellow. Sorry, red.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Perfect.
Okay, that's about it for my
Okay.
part of the report.
Okay.
Explanation, sorry.
Thank
Over to
you.
you,
Thank you
dear
so
Mama.
much. Thank you so much, TM Sumbul. And now here again comes DTM Talha, who is our joke master today. So your role, please. Over to you, DTM Talha. Again.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So there was a couple of online jokes that I came across, and I really, really liked them. So I wanted to share. And since then, I've made it a mission in life that I will be the joke master of this meeting, and
Oh.
not have Toastmaster Hiba Rais Khan another opportunity to be the joke master. So I have a few jokes, so I'll start. Husband to wife, there is no one on this planet I love more than you. Wife, what about other planets?
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
My son,
These
there
are
are a
wise,
few.
actually.
I have a few jokes. So my son asked, Dad, have you seen my sunglasses? I replied, No, son, but have you seen my dad glasses?
Yeah,
Okay.
great.
My boss
That's it.
said
So you did.
my boss said he was going to fire the employee with the worst posture. I have a hunch it's going to be me.
Hmm.
So you got that? I have a hunch. So hunch is
Hmm.
used into. And
Hmm.
finally,
Hmm.
the last one that we missed. I asked my phone, Siri, why am I so bad with women? She said, I'm Alexa, you moron. So over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah. Thank you, DTM Tala. I should say that these jokes were ethereal, if I'm using the word right. Yeah. So after the joke master introduction and the jokes as well. So our next segment after the table topics, actually I was just going through the agenda. It would be journal evaluation, and our journal evaluators are again DTM Tala is our journal evaluator. And for for the prepared speeches, I'll introduce the people who are doing. Myself, I will just introduce them. TM Sila Hamid is doing her prepared speech today.
Actually, yes,
The topic.
sorry, Toastmaster Abra, Sila has not been able to join as yet. She's trying to join. She has a
Okay,
few connectivity issues. So
right.
let's move to Toastmaster Shahzeb first, and his evaluator, Toastmaster Asghar. And after that, it would be me, and then in last, DTM Sarfraz.
And surprise, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we go to the uh, you know prepared speeches and other segments of the so I just would like to talk about a little on our today's theme, and that is unplug to connect. this theme emphasizes the importance of stepping away from our gadgets and make time, quality time for our own selves and for our loved ones. We all know that it is becoming increasingly difficult to function without these devices nowadays. But this is also important that we are just losing the beauty of we are just beauty and the time for our loved ones for some quality time. So we'll explore more in for this theme and regarding this theme today. Let's move towards our prepared speeches with this, and I would hand over to journal table talk the prepared speech evaluator who is so first one Shahzeb would be doing
Yeah.
and TM Mohammad Asghar is evaluating him. So over to you, TM Mohammad Asghar,
Yes.
for introducing Shahzeb Iqbal's speech, and then we'll go to
Okay,
it.
thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Amra. Toastmaster Shazib Iqbal will be our first speaker today. He will be delivering the speeches from Pathway Dynamic Leadership Level 3 elective path. The project is focused on positive. The title of the project is Same Air. The objective of the project is to practice being aware of his thought and feeling as well as the impact of his response. He is expected to share some of his experience regarding the objective of the project. I would like to hand over the charge to our first speaker, Toastmaster Shazeb Iqbal. Shazeb Iqbal, over to you.
Before you begin, Shadil, I just wanted to ask, I have a few objects, and are they visible? This is red. Is it visible as red to you?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay. This is green,
Okay, got it.
and this is yellow.
Okay, that's great.
Okay.
And what will
You
be
may
the prize
begin.
after the winning?
Okay, you may begin.
Okay, so should I start? But before I start, I would request everyone to please, I just wanted to show your faces. Please put on your camera.
Great. Yeah. Sumbul and Amra, if you could also turn on your videos. And thank you for bringing that up, Toastmaster Shahzeb. I think it's important that if we can, we should keep our videos on because short of having an in-person meeting, that's the next best thing to be able to see each other. So, yes, over to you.
He himself has gone. It's a tragedy.
He's back.
Okay, so I have to start from the beginning. Okay. Am I audible? Okay, so everyone just pick up your mobile phone and take a selfie of yourself. Just be quick. So now look into it. Our life is just like this selfie. If we don't smile, it's just not going to look good, isn't it? Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know that on average people spend 6 months of their lives waiting for the red lights to turn green? Isn't this crazy? 6 entire months staring at a glowing circle and wondering that why we are always in a hurry. And let's not forget about the fact that we spent another year of our lives deciding what to watch on Netflix, only to end up with the same series or movie. And I don't want to tell you about the universal struggle that what you walked into a room for. Scientists said it's a brain glitch. But once again, does anyone knows what I am talking about? Anyone? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Anyone? Yes. Okay. So I would just say same here. Few days back, I walked into a grocery store with a list of exactly three items: milk, eggs, and bread. Just three. And I was thinking that it would be this would be quick. Fast forward 20 minutes, and I somehow walking through the gate with a bag full of snakes, a box of eggs, and another bag full of grapes, which I was pretty sure I don't need, but it was on sale. So I loaded everything into the trunk, but I had that nagging feeling like I have forgot something. Oh, yes, the milk. Every time I tell myself that I will get better at this, but I swear there's something wrong with those grocery stores that turns my brain into a complete memory wipe mode. But again, does anyone knows why I'm telling you this story? Anyone? Just say yes or no. Okay, so same
Yes.
here. Thank you, Toastmaster, sir, for understanding me. Okay, so let's talk about my recent experience of joining a gym classes. There was a 4 year gap between me and my workout classes, but I was confident enough and thinking that uh, how hard it can be. So I walked in and started jumping along with the warm up. And 5 minutes later, just 5 minutes later, I was gasping for a year like I had run up a mountain. I sat aside, I took a sip of water, and I looked over. There was an old man who must be in his 60s, like DTM Sarfraz, was doing pull ups the way like he was training for the Olympics. Anyways, I was just trying not to collapse. I somehow survived that class and stumbled out and thinking that all right, I will be back tomorrow. Do people want to know that how many times I have gone back to the gym? Okay, let's say that number rhymes with a hero. I mean, zero. So after listening to all those stories and statistics, I know you all must be wondering that what the hell I am talking about. What exactly I want to talk about, isn't it? Well, honestly, I would say same here. But here's something I have come to believe. Not everything we do in our life has a deep meaning or a great lessons. Sometimes it's about enjoying the little things, laughing at ourselves, and realizing that perfection is not the goal. As they say, that you don't have to be perfect to be amazing. Our life is just like cooking without a recipe. Sometimes we add a little too much salt, sometimes we forget about an ingredients, And every now and then we create a mess in the kitchen. But you know what? Even if it does not come out perfect, it's still your creation. You, you can still enjoy it. Every mistake we do in our life, every unexpected outcomes we get, adds a unique flavor to the story of our lives. So don't look for the perfection. Enjoy the process with positivity. The life is messy, unpredictable, and beautiful and wonderfully imperfect. And it's that's what makes it beautiful. So embrace the chaos, cherish the surprises, and don't forget to smile at every moment. I hope you people got the point. Yes or no? Same here. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, DM Shazib. It was really heartfelt and profound speech, and it gave me a lot of courage, especially in the circumstances where I had not expected I was doing Toastmaster Toastmaster of the Day role online. So thank you so much. So now we would move towards the next speech, that is from DM Talha. And just let me check. Yes. So the speech would be evaluated by TM Latif Mansoor. I think he's here. Is TM Mansoor here? Yeah, Latif.
Yes, he is
Latif.
here.
Yes. So TM Latif Mansoor, over to you for the TM Talha speech introduction.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Distinguished Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid, may I request to please read the objectives? I'm sorry, I'm driving. Or if someone, Shazib, can help, please.
It's okay.
Sure,
It's okay.
sure,
I think,
sure.
yeah, I think I can read the objectives and thoroughly appreciate your help. In fact, your attending even while driving. So
No, it's not a help, it's learning.
all right. So
Thank
the
you.
objectives of the speech are connect with your audience. In this speech, a person is supposed to introduce a new subject or a relatively unfamiliar subject to the audience, or as an alternate, they speak before an audience that is relatively unknown. So it has to have just give me a second. Just give me a second. Yes. So the objectives of the speech are uh, practicing the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. To do this, a member presents a topic that is new or unfamiliar to your club member. So either the topic can be familiar and audience unfamiliar, or vice versa. Uh, Listen for a topic that is unusual or unexpected in your club. Take note of the member's ability to present the unusual topic in a way that keeps the audience engaged. The speech is not a report on the content of the Connect with Your Audience report. So I hope the objectives were conveyed, right? Okay. Now, let me try to set up the camera with which I'm struggling. The camera has become unfamiliar to me suddenly. so, so just give me about 30 seconds. Uh, am I audible and visible? All right.
Yes, you are.
Okay. So Toastmaster Amra, can you read out my name and the speech title so that I can start?
Okay, so your speech title is not in front of me right now. Yeah,
It's in the
so
agenda.
in agenda it is written, it is to
It's
be
started
announced.
in the
Actually,
agenda.
it's in the WhatsApp group.
I think it was in WhatsApp group. Okay,
Yeah.
let me see once and go to my WhatsApp group.
Can I?
Yeah, please. Thank you, TM
Okay.
Shazid.
So our second speaker is VTM Talha bin Hamid, and the title of his speech is "The Unflattering Mirror." The Unflattering Mirror, VTM Talha bin Hamid.
Thank you so much. I'll just start. A few days ago, I was listening to a beloved song. It is one of my all-time favorites. It is one by Metallica. And as we all know, Metallica is a hard rock band. It's not everyone's cup of tea. It's very edgy, very aggressive, very noisy. And I love it. After listening to the song on YouTube, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I scrolled down and read the comments. And if you're thinking that the comments would be criticism about the song that broke my heart or personal attacks on Metallica, about which I don't care, no, it was none of that. It was something even worse because it showed me a mirror that was very unflattering. It put me in the worst possible light. The first comment was, who is listening to this in 2024? Okay, good enough. The song is a little bit old. The second comment, my grandfather used to love this song. Every time I hear this song, I'm reminded of him. Wait, what? Grandfather? No, no, no. This song is way New Year. You're getting it all wrong. But then I thought, the song and the video came out in 1987. That makes it 27. No,
More
that
than
makes 37 years old at this point. And it's no wonder that that chap's grandfather used to love this song because heavy metal, hard rock is usually the domain of teens and young adults. That was uncomfortable. YouTube, being YouTube, suggested another song, Zombies by Cranberries, another of my all-time favorite. And I played that too. Zombie and One, both songs are actually anti-war anthems. One speaks about a soldier who has lost all his limbs in a war, and it is a story written from that soldier's perspective. Zombies is about the unrest in Ireland that used to prevail in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Because, yes, you guessed that, Zombies came out in 1993. And again, the comments were the same. Oh, that's a lovely song. My late wife used to be such a huge Cranberries fan. Or, oh, I remember the song. I used to listen to it when I was in school. Is going on? Where is everyone? Where is everything that I loved? You know what? Cranberries' lead singer committed suicide in 1997, about 27 years ago. And Metallica members are in their mid-60s. And fellow Toastmasters and guests, that is a very unflattering lyric. Because if everything in your music or movies collection dates back to at least 20 years ago, that simply means that you are that word, that dirty word, that hideous word, that unbearable word. You are old. What to do about it? We like what we like. We are not into the latest TikTok sensations. We are not into Charlie XCX. We are not into BTS. That's not the world that is meant for us. What is this strange place? Where is everyone that we loved? Fellow Toastmasters and guests, we are experiencing what our elders experienced, only they had no forum to communicate it. Just imagine every time when we watched our favorite TV shows or listened to our favorite music in their presence, what would they have felt? They would be similarly disconnected to everything. But they did not say anything because they wanted us to enjoy our life, not necessarily wanting to enjoy life themselves. If you think about it, our elders, our parents, did virtually everything for us. How many times have we seen our parents indulging themselves, listening to their favorite songs, or being closed in a room watching their favorite movies? Were they not always available for us? Were they not always attentive to each and every whim? We were their major entertainment, whereas what do we have? We are not connected to our children the way our parents were connected to them because we don't spend time with them. We have our own indulgences, 30-year-old songs, 40-year-old movies, 50-year-old TV shows. All our idols are getting old and retiring or dying, but our love for them remains. And perhaps that is the problem. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, perhaps it is time for us to tear our eyes away from screens rather than telling our children to do that. And to take a look around and actually try to connect with the living, breathing, young, fresh humans around us. Over to you, Toastmaster Abdul.
Yeah, thank you so much, DM Tala. Your speech is quite resonating with our today's theme, that is Unplugged to Connect. Yes, your speech also reminded me of one of the websites I came across when I was just exploring, some material on the internet regarding the theme. So the website was Unplugged Rest, and to my amazement, it was a startup for the busy individuals in London to spend some cozy time, some cabin in British countryside. So the idea was that you provide the people opportunity to pay and get the privilege of spending some time away from the digital world and the screen, and the same website told and gave a statistic that 80% of us check our mobiles within 15 minutes when we are waking up. This is one of the aspects of digital world and the technology. Thank you so much. It quite resonated with this. Now we would move towards our next prepared speech. That is, let me check. Yeah, so that is GTM Sarfraz Nadeem, and he's doing his. The title of his speech is the F word, and I would hand over to Arfa Tabassum, Team Arfa Tabassum, for introducing his pen. Yeah. So over to you, Arfa.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Today, we have the privilege of listening to DTM Sarfraz Nazir, who will deliver his icebreaker speech as part of the Presentation Mastery Pathway Level 1. The intriguing title of the speech, The F Word, is certain to pique curiosity. Let's welcome DTM Sarfraz. Over to you.
There are more than 600,000 F words in the Oxford English Dictionary. At least 3 of them describe who I am. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and anyone who peruses the Oxford English Dictionary. When it comes to giving speeches, many believe that I have ethereal qualities, but truth be told, I am a fake, a fraud, and a freeloader. One Tuesday evening in 1995, I was at a Toastmasters meeting. I was assigned to evaluate a speech. The speaker was introduced and he began speaking. That night, there was something on my mind. I wasn't paying attention. There was a piece of paper in front of me. It was blank. When I realized that I'm supposed to be evaluating this speech, the speaker had been speaking for about 5 minutes. When it was my turn to deliver the evaluation, I did not say, well, sorry, I didn't hear the speech. I walked up in front of the room in confidence and I began evaluating the speech. I talked to the speaker, hey, many people get nervous coming in front of the audience. You came with confidence. And in the end, you said, in conclusion, great. We knew that now you're coming to an end. I made up the evaluation. Some might call it was a whitewash, but it worked because I walked away with a best evaluator ribbon because I am a fake. I'm not only a fake, I'm also a fraud. Some of you know, last week I was Toastmaster of the meeting at Karachi Toastmasters Club. A few hours before the meeting, I noticed that not too many members had volunteered to give a speech. So I added my name. But I had no speech when the meeting was approaching. 1 hour before the meeting, since there was no speech, I sent a message to the Vice President of Karachi Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Shahzev Iqbal. Instead of saying, sorry, I'm not giving a speech, I sent the message in an indirect manner. I said, well, if you have enough speakers, I don't have to give a speech. Unfortunately, he did not get my message. 1 hour, I don't mean the message. He get the message, but he did not know the meaning of what I was trying to tell him. 1 hour before the meeting, I noticed his message. You are a speaker? Well, what do? I had 1 hour to prepare. I took the message and the theme from 3 of my speeches in the semifinals, put it together, and I delivered a speech. I was able to make a speech. And I knew the evaluation is 2 to 3 minutes. No matter how bad my speech is, the evaluator is going to spend at least 2 minutes saying how great I was or how good I was and how great my speech was. It worked. I did deliver a speech. But now I also have material to give a speech in the future on how to prepare a speech in 1 minute because I am a fraud. Well, I'm not only a fake and a fraud, I'm also a freeloader. In 1993, when I joined Toastmasters International, the dues were $18 for 6 months, $3 a month. Now the dues are $60. The last time when Toastmasters increased the dues from $45 to $60, many members left, but not I. Not because I was glad that the dues had gone up, but because I figured out how to get free membership. I received a letter from my bank telling me, open a new checking account, deposit a certain amount of money in it, and we will give you $300 bonus. Wow. I went to the bank, took money out of my account, opened a new account, put the money in, and voila. A few weeks later, I had $300, enough to pay some of my dues. Now you think that, hey, that's one time. No, another bank opened its branch across my bank. They sent me a letter, open a new checking account, we give you $200 bonus. I went to my bank, took my money out, closed my account, went to the other bank, opened a new account, voila, another $200. And fellow Toastmasters, yesterday, another bank sent me this card, $325 cash bonus for opening a new account and meeting certain requirements. So all I have to do is every few months, close my account, take my money, go to another bank, open a new account, deposit the money there, and voila, get some money to pay off my dues. What a game, and I'm mastering the game. Now, some of you know me, who I am, but if you don't know me, now you know me. I am a fake, a fraud, and a freeloader. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, DTM Sarfraz Nazir. It is really, really, and not only enlightening, but also very engaging speech. Thank you very much for this. So we haven't have Sila, I think, DTM Tala.
Yes,
So we can move towards our next segment.
she is trying to join. She appeared once or twice, so I'm very hopeful, inshallah, she'll join. So we'll wait till the end of table topics for her to join. If she does join, we'll give her the stage for a speech. Otherwise, we'll continue. Okay?
Thank you so much. So now, of course, as I earlier said, the most exciting part, that is the table topic. And I would hand over the segment to Sumbul, TM Sumbul, for going on with the
You can
table
ask
topic.
for timer's report for the prepared speaker.
Actually, I think, yeah,
We do
yeah,
at
please
the
do.
end, or
Yeah,
okay.
We also have Toastmaster Silla.
yeah, Toastmaster Stella has just joined. Toastmaster Stella, are you there?
Audible to everyone?
Yes, you are
you are.
audible and visible. Perfect. Great. You're just in time.
Hello?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All clear?
Yes, all clear.
Yeah, clear. So, TM Sela, your speech, are you ready for a speech? We can take this up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
So the speech would be evaluated by
Toastmaster
yes,
Hiba.
Toastmaster Hiba. Thank you.
Yeah. And
so
Toastmaster
Hiba,
Hiba,
over to you.
for this, I can time, so you don't need to time this speech. Okay? And you can focus on the
Okay.
evaluation. Yeah.
Can I
Okay.
see the timer? Can I see the timer, please?
So that
Yeah,
is
it will be my window. I will raise my virtual hand too. So
Can you show
yeah.
me right now? DTM Tala, can you show me?
Yeah. So
Yes,
if
you
you
can pin yourself, sir.
yeah, I'll pin myself, and I'll also raise my virtual hand. That way, I will be. Yeah, I've raised my hand, and what I'll do is I'll pin myself, and I'll also pin Toastmaster Sila's video. Yes, Toastmaster Sila, can you see the timing window now? That's my window.
Okay. So you will be showing me at
Yeah,
when the
yeah,
time
yeah.
will.
Yes, yes, yes. So
So
Toastmaster
thank you.
Hiba,
Over
please
to
introduce. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. TM Sila's speech is the duration of a speech is 5 to 7 minutes. There are two objectives. The first objective is the purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his or her primary style. And the second objective is the purpose of this speech is for the member to share the impact of his or her style on others. Oh, and the duration, the title of her speech is
Action speaks louder than words.
Actions Speak Louder Than Words. Over to you, Toastmaster Silla.
The most important thing in communication is hearing with hearing something which is unsaid. Peter Drucker emphasizes this quotation and reminds us that the communication is not just about the word we speak. It is about truly about how we listen and understand these. Dear Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, and honorable guests. Have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered what we do not listen, what we missed while in a conversation, what we felt unsaid or unlistened when we listen any conversation? Or have you ever, or how often do you focus on the words only and leave everything behind and leave and forget everything? Yes, we quite often do it. We do not focus on the other things. We focus only on the words. Let me explore with you that how our actions, our behaviors, our responses, and our uh, uh, unwilling listens, far speaks louder than words. When I think about how I communicate, I remember the journey, I realized the journey as a communicator, how the four distinguished communication style evolved, how I evolved in all these communication styles. The communication styles are four distinct communication styles. One is the direct and the initiating, supportive, and analytical communication style. Let me explain you each and everything quickly. The direct communication style is just like the direct, it's clear without any unnecessary elaboration. It is like a badminton, shot by shot, eye to eye. If you miss anything, you miss. Then if I talk about the initiating communication style, it is like about initiating and start and initiating anything and taking a first step, taking always a first step and start giving any suggestion about the new project, about the new thing. It is all about initiating, and in this, the person never let the ball, always keep the ball rolling. Then if I talk about the supportive communication style, it is all about if you see anyone in pain, so you feel it and you just try to help it. It is more like a player of the football or a volleyball player. They always go together, help each other, and go towards a shared goal. Then, if I talk about the analytical communication style, it is like more like a very logical, very concise and facts and figures. They talk about the people who are logical and analytical communication style. They always go for it. It reminds me like a player of a chess, they always take a move while thinking. So these communication style or the core communication style evolved my journey as a communicator. When I grew up, I relied heavily on analytical communication style. In my early age, my mom passed away, so I was in a pain. In that pain, I found comfort in facts and structure. I clung to the facts because it gave me something to support or to control the world in such a way that I found the world very unpredictable. So I just heavily relied on the logical, analytical communication style, analytical communication style. When I was upset, I never, shared anything with anyone, expressed my feeling with anyone. I always, I tried to analyze the situation and go accordingly. But then I realized over time, that this is not going to connect me with the people around it. And I realized that this is not going to build a relationship. I'm not going to build, with this approach, I'm not going to build a relationship. I am going to build a wall around me. So what happened? I then decided to be a teacher. And at that moment, I decided to embrace the supportive communication style. I discovered and I realized that the teaching is not only delivering a lesson, it is about listening and showing up to the students and listening to their struggles, and not only listening to their struggles, but also demonstrating empathy. One of a student gave me a powerful lesson at that time. Her name was Sarah. Sarah was a capable, bright young girl. She seemed unattended, and she seemed so quiet in the class. So I assumed that she maybe needs more explanation and more tasks. So I gave her more explanation, gave her more tasks, but nothing changed. Then one day, instead of diving into the lesson, I paused and asked, "Hey, dear, what's going on? What's going on in your life? How's everything going on?" She looked at me, paused, and hesitated. Then she opened up. She shared the overwhelming responsibility at her home and the responsibility of her younger siblings and the responsibility of the younger siblings, which was making her so puzzled and upset. That time, I just realized that sometimes people do not need favor or any kind of advice. People need someone to listen, someone to show them some empathy, or someone to listen something which is unsaid and something which they are not able to express. After that, when I grew more older, I became embracing supportive and with a combination of initiative. I thought that I know that I can speak. I have a spark of conversation. I don't need anyone to approach me and to take a first step. At that time, I was taking initiative, and I was on creating opportunities to the connection. At that time, I was realizing that I am with the support of the communication style of supportive and the initiating, I am having a quite balanced life. I joined Toastmasters. And I opted some leading roles by my choice. And will you believe, most of them I wasn't. Then I really want to talk about, at this moment of time, one more communication style, the direct communication style. Direct communication style is so clear. It is so, in that we are so conscious about it. But it is also a part of my life being a campus manager. It is not at all, I have a lot of time, I have to face some responsibilities and I have to take some quick decisions. So I have to be at this point to take this communication style, and being direct doesn't mean being harsh. It means being respectful, being clear, being concise, and to guide others with the shared goals. So this is all, how I approach all these four distinct communication styles, and not only I embrace them into my journey of as a communicator, but I also try to use all those four communication styles. Try to use all those communication styles in a effective manner. I always try my level best to use all those communication styles whenever I am in need. Because these communication styles are somehow trying to they somehow tried me to entangled me with the passage of time. Sometimes I took the help of these communication styles, and they communication is not only about how we say and what we say. It is all about how we take all these steps. How we follow all these into some kind of transforming actions, and we can transform them uh, into a better way. These stories, some of the stories which made me so much into the passion of speaking and to have a communication and to build a communication in this way that again, do wonders. Each of these styles, communicative style, supportive style, analytical style, and direct communication style has shaped me what I am today. They've taught me how to lead, how to listen, and how to connect in a deeper level. They not only taught me all these things, but also guided me as the powerful tools whenever I come across anyone. Whenever I talk, whenever I speak, I always utilize these as the powerful tools and as powerful weapons. And this is how I communicate, this is how I lead, and this is how I transform every day. Aristotle once says that I am really inspired by that, Aristotle once says that I know one thing, that I know nothing. When I read this thing, so I try a lot to think about, ponder about this, that how to have more and more advancement, how to have more and more changes, how to have more and more innovation to improve my communication style. Is it, I'm not seeing the time. Am I okay?
You have exceeded your time.
Oh God, I didn't see.
It was right there. It was after the red
Yeah.
card. Yeah,
Yeah.
Here.
I'm right
So-
here. The timing is right here.
But Tala, I'm not seeing it. Can I show it? This is something really bad.
I think
But-
Tala, it was not shown. DTM Tala, I think it was not shown.
No,
That's
actually,
it
it
was-
was.
I keep on wondering.
No,
It
it
was
was shown.
actually.
It
it
was
was shown.
shown, and
Yeah.
it stopped being shown after the time finished. So then
Yes.
it stopped in the
On the card was showing.
yeah.
I was keep on
Exactly.
watching. I'm not a pro in it. Okay.
No worries.
So-
No worries.
Yeah. But you
Timing
did
is
well.
just one aspect
said.
of a speech.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Agreed.
Okay.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Team Sela. It was really informative, and even though you
Yeah.
exceeded the time, but we were engaged and listening to you.
But I didn't see the
now,
time. Okay.
okay, this is the complaint you will have. Okay, so now as TM Shazib identified, it is the time to take timer's report.
Yes, yes, it is a time.
So,
DTM Tala, what is, sorry, I'm interrupting again, but DTM Tala, what is TM Sila's time?
I
timing?
I stopped keeping score after she touched the 9-minute mark. So it's over 9 minutes.
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
So, TM Hiba, I'm handing over to you for timer's report for 4 of the prepared speeches. Over to you.
Okay. So TM Shazib Iqbal, his time was 6 minutes 49 seconds. DTM Talha 7 minutes 13 seconds. DTM Sarfaraz Nazir 6 minutes 18 seconds. And TM Sila, she wasn't.
For 9.
I wasn't. It's over 9 minutes, so she's not
Okay.
qualified. The other 3 are qualified. So over to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you so much, TM Hiba. Now it is the time to move towards our table topics. And Sumbul, of course, is ready with her topics to give us to speak on. So over to you, TM Sumbul.
Yeah, so finally, it's my turn now. Thank you so much, TM Amra Yunus. Dear TMs, DTMs, and our valuable guests, if there's any. I'm the table topic master for today's meeting, and I'll be inviting people here on the stage to talk on any random topic or any subject that would be assigned by me. This will be a bit challenging, but I'm sure it will be fun as well. So why this segment is conducted basically? The purpose of this segment is basically to engage everyone in impromptu speaking. Yes, impromptu. What does this mean? It means speaking or acting without any preparation. So, uh, when the person is called on the stage without any preparation, it has three basic, three goals of the impromptu speaking. And number one is the boosting confidence, of course, the quick thinking, and the clear communication. So we'll be focusing on these three goals while I call on the stage the random speakers. So for the first topic, I would like to invite TM. Just a second, it's TM Latif Mansoor Ali. Please, if you mind coming over, unmuting yourself so I can give you the topic. Yeah, good to see you, Mr. Latif. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So I would like to know, our guests would like to know, what is the one skill you wish you had and why? What is the one skill you wish to had and why?
Thank you, Topic Master. Fellow audience, a one skill which I wish to have and why. And that is to stay calm and forget the past. Have you ever thought that keeping all the burden of the sorrows, the life, the tension, the people who has mistreated us, or maybe the people who we expect something from, had turned out the other way around? I'm sure if that can be saved, it has to be to live in the present and forget the past. Stay calm into it. And I have a pretty good reason for it. We all started at one time. Everybody has equal 24 hours. But what we do is all differently. Some take all the pressures of life onto it, and some try to designate. But what if we keep on remembering the good stuff and one important stuff? Don't expect anything from others, because life is good when you are in present and by yourself. I'll repeat, the one skill which I wish and I always love to practice is to forget and stay calm. Be always in the present. Table topic master, over to you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Latif, TM Latif. For the next topic, I would like to invite TM Shazib Iqbal to please unmute yourself. Yeah, are you ready, Shazib? Okay, so the subject is, if you were to give one piece of advice to the world, what would it be? I repeat, if you were to give one piece of advice to the world, what would it be?
Okay, so thank you so much, Toastmaster Sumbal Malik, for putting me in trouble. What would be that one advice that I would like to give to the world? Uh, who I am to give advice to the world, but I will try my best. Okay, so whenever I stuck in a kind of situation like where there's no way, what I do that I just use my communication style. That, for example, a few days back I was in a kind of a situation in my office, and my HR manager had a complaint about me, and it was a very worst scenario. But what I did that I wrote an application, a letter, and I just directly forwarded that letter to our director. Uh, and just 2 days after, they called me and they called our HR manager. And when we sit on the table, we talk to each other, and we know that there was nothing such things, not such things that uh, someone just there was some politics uh, in the office, and it's a normal thing. It's happening everywhere in the world, I think. So I think that the one thing that the words need in this scenario, in this time, if it is a issue of Ukraine, if it is a issue of Palestine, I think the one thing that can resolve everything in the world, it is communication, and we need to use our communication style. And it's a history that in all of the big wars, communication is the only thing that can resolve everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, TM Shazib. Okay, since we don't have much guest over here, I would like to involve the participants again and again. So next, I would like to call TM Hiba Khan. So TM Hiba, your topic would be, It's related to the theme of the day. If you were to spend a day without your gadget may be mobile, laptop, anything you use the most, how would you spend it?
Okay, fellow Toastmasters and no guests. If I were to spend my time without any gadgets, I would spend it reading a book, reading a novel, or reading any magazines like Reader's Digest, or even watching TV. Is TV included in the gadget? No.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I'll rephrase my speech again. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, if I were to avoid any gadgets and I would and spend my time doing something else, it would be reading. I would like to read because I like to read to increase my knowledge. I like to read to increase my vocabulary, and reading also enlightens you and broadens your horizon. And read, also and also through reading one gets to know what goes on around in the world, and reading is basically considered a good hobby of an enlightened and educated individual. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you so much, TM Hiba. Um, Next, I would
Table
like to
topic master,
invite,
can I
yeah,
interrupt?
can we move forward?
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, sure.
I'm a member of Open Mic Toastmasters Club, and our president is here. Would you like to please give a topic for her?
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
definitely.
Wow.
All of you, please welcome.
Just 1 second.
Okay.
What's their name,
Yeah.
Toastmaster Latif?
Yeah, here she is.
Good evening. How are you all? I am Toastmaster Fozia from
Okay,
Open Mic
welcome Toastmaster
Toastmaster.
Fozia. It's glad to
I
see
will
you
not
here.
take any. Thank you so much. Which
Table topic.
Oh my God.
So you are nominated for the next topic. I would like to give you the question like, if you were a book, what title would you keep for it, and what would be its content?
Okay.
Yeah. Should I repeat?
Yes, please.
If you were a book, what title would you keep for it, and what would be its content?
Okay. Superhero, superwoman, because I feel that my life it's filled with many experience and many advantage, many how I said, yes, many experience that I want to share with the others, so they can take my advantages and see my disadvantages in this book. Just like how I say, from very young age, I started make many things in my life. Just like I become a team in basketball team, and then I run to be in the music side. Then I try to make. I try to write a book, but it's not my side. And I see myself now that I am a leader, and I want to share my experience with others so they will know the skills that they want to be an excellent leader that lead a group, a number of a group in a great way. That's it. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you so much, Ms. Fawzia. It was lovely hearing you.
Thank you so much.
So,
I appreciate it.
Toastmaster of the day, can we proceed with more topics, or should we conclude here with this segment?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yeah. No, actually, you're on mute.
You just went mute. Yeah,
Okay.
now you're on. Yeah.
Right. So I would look to the DTM Tala to let us know. It is already 8:30. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
8:30.
we can
we are in time. I think we can have one or two more. Yeah.
one or two more. Okay. Go on, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Before I had a question, I had to ask something, DTM Tala. What was my timing for the speech? My speech, table topic.
Your table topic speech timing was actually, I'm just displaying the cards. It's an automated thing. So it's not exactly counting, but it was on yellow. It had just turned yellow. So it must be 1 minute 35 or something. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So next, I would like to invite DTM Sarfaraz Nazir, our very respectful member. DTM Sarfaraz, sir, if you can unmute yourself. Yeah. I would like to ask you that what role can youth play in creating a positive change in the world nowadays? On a high level only.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, Madam Table Topics Master. What role youth can play? I assume you added that at a high level.
Yes.
Well, many young men and women are already playing a major role, especially when it comes to climate change. They are adults, seniors who do not believe that there is any such thing as global warming or we need to focus on climate change, but the young ones are. And also war. Sometimes war is necessary, according to many war hawks. But the youth, they prefer that we maintain peace around the world. And whenever there is a conflict, you'll see youth out on the streets protesting. And that has been evident during the past US elections. Youth were protesting the war in Gaza, the suffering of the Arabs based on what Israel was doing. And not only the youth were making an impact, but also they were going to raise their concern through their vote. So how can youth play a role in our today's world? One is to study. Many of them now notice that there are people making millions being influencers on Instagram, for example, and they say, oh, okay, I'll sit in front of my laptop for 20 hours and see if I can make millions too. Not everyone is going to do that. So they need to study, go into business or work, make some money, and then use that money for a good cause to influence the world. Let their voice be heard. Many people do not vote. Vote is, for example, in an election is a powerful tool that we have. They raise their voice all year long through Facebook posts or TikTok posts. But when it comes to real voice, they say, oh, I'm not voting, I'm going to stay home. And many American Arabians did that. They said, we will not vote. No. Be youthful and go and vote. Let your voice be heard so youth can make a lot of difference in this world. Let the seniors know what you stand for so that we can make sure that they leave a world a better place. Back to you, Madam Table Talks Master.
Thank you so much, DTM Sarfraz Nazir. So if you have time, can I invite TM Mohammed Asghar? I know he is the table topic evaluator, but still, since I don't have much options, so can I invite him? Okay. So please, my question to you is, if you're interested in cricket, so I I just want to discuss about the what can we learn from the ups and downs of Pakistan cricket team, since they are playing very badly and we all are very angry on them. So what we can learn from their strategy and how we can improve it. If you were a part of the team, how would you improve it?
Thank you very much, table topic masters, for the topic. Though I lost my interest in cricket since 1993-94, but I was a part of this game while I was in my primary school back in late 80s and then very early 90s. Had I been a part of the cricket team now, I would have suggested that I think it is a larger problem. It's a small problem of a larger issue. Actually, so many things uh, falling down, and cricket is one of them. I think it is all about the national spirit. We need to come with a new national spirit, how to do the things in many front, including cricket. Uh, Talking about the improvement of cricket, I think we need a systematic selection mode. We need a club for the training of our young ones. We in my time, there used to be a first class cricket even in England. Our cricketer were there. They used to play the first class cricket with their counterpart in English in England, who is the founder of this game, founder of this game, and that is how we connected ourselves with the world. And I think that tradition need to be recreated, and something has to be done from the first class cricket. Secondly, the mode of the selection, our cricket team, the cricket board should come on merit. They must be the people who know how to do their job rather than their other qualifications. And these are the some things that I would have suggested to my team to improve the overall situation of our club or enhance its morale to win the matches as they used to in their late 80s and early 90s. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, TM Muhammad Asghar. So, rather, I would like to thank all the speakers. You were all so great, and congratulations for being a part of this segment. Over to you, TM Amra Yunus.
Please unmute yourself, Amra. We can't hear you.
Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yes.
now you're
Thank
on.
you. Yeah. Thank you, TM Sumal Malik, for such a wonderful job you have done and contributed in today's session. Thank you so much. Now we will move to the journal evaluation.
Yes,
Um,
please ask for the timers report first.
Oh, yes,
So that.
forgot.
Yeah, no worries.
TM Heba, please over to you for timers report.
Okay. TM Lateef Mansoor Ali spoke for 1 minute 51 seconds. TM Shahzeb Iqbal spoke for 1 minute 34 seconds. Guest Fauziya spoke for 1 minute 30 seconds. My timings were 1 minute 35 seconds. DTM Sarfaraz Nazir 2 minutes 40 seconds. So he's disqualified.
Okay.
And TM Asghar Ramza 2 minutes 23 seconds. So 5 speakers are qualified, just one is disqualified.
Okay, everyone, I'll float the poll, but please vote for 2 of your favorite speakers, not one, because we are relatively fewer in number. So in order to have a meaningful result, and in order to remove the compulsion to vote for one person only, vote for two of your favorite speakers so that we can have a very substantive result. So launching the poll now. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much,
Toastmaster of the day.
DTM Salah. Yes. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. So this is the time now for journal evaluation for prepared speeches. Yes. So the first speech was from, let me check. It was Shazib Iqbal and TM Mohammad Asghar is evaluating. We all know that this segment is very much important, that this is learning for us. This is a learning for us. And not only we learn from others' experiences when they
Master
are being
Amra,
evaluated.
yes, sorry for disturbing. You have to hand over the stage to the general evaluator.
Okay, so journal evaluator is DTM Tala. Over to you, DTM Tala.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. And a reminder, everyone, to vote for the best table topic speaker while we move on. Our first speaker, as per the agenda, is Toastmaster Sila Hamid. So, Toastmaster Sila, your evaluator is Toastmaster Hiba. Toastmaster Hiba, are you ready with the evaluation?
Can I be put to the last one?
Okay, no worries. Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali, your turn to evaluate my speech. So everyone put your hands together for Toastmaster Latif.
Sorry to interrupt, but DTM Talha, can you time the evaluation? A couple of
Sure.
evaluations till I'm ready.
Sure.
as the
Toastmaster
time.
Latif, can you see my window? All right.
Yes, I can.
Yeah. So everyone, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Distinguished Toastmaster Talab bin Hamid and audience. It was a unfamiliar topic to the familiarist audience. But how should I say that it was a topic which was always surrounding with us, but never brought up so well, never articulated so well that every youth, young, old, or any kind of age they have passed through will understand the essence of what we are living in. When I started listening to your speech, the title was The Unflattering Mirror. I felt that something will be definite difference between the youth and the time adult, what we are passing. And as you shared the YouTube, the TikTok examples, and I really loved when you jumped and when you dropped the message of why not we take a step back and join the youth of today, be in their time so that they feel connected to us. The effectiveness, the purpose of the objective of your speech was well achieved. It was relevant to any audience, as I said, but the speech idea was wonderful. I used to tell my youth also, my son of 19 years, that when we used to feel hungry, we used to start chopping onions. And you start looking at talabat. And it really matters what are the importance we had it before and what they are learning. And I still feel that encouraging them to come up with the onions, it is better to sit with them and decide what to order. The language was amazing. The vocal variety, when you came closer and expressed that we all are old, The use of camera was amazing. Now, last thing, but the best thing was it was all appropriate according to the project. When I love so many things, I feel there were two things which I should say it loud and very clear. You are aware that we all, the majority of audience, might not be knowing those singers who you named. So if you had it one singer, would have made it more easier for us, because by the time you dropped the message, it took a little longer time. And that is the only takeaway or the only thing which I feel you have to challenge yourself. Rest all, it was picture perfect speech. Looking forward for more speeches from you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Latif. And as a journal evaluator, I'm also supposed to comment on the evaluation itself. There's a common misconception. DTM Sarfraz also pointed that out in one of his earlier speeches, that a GE is also supposed to comment on the speeches. No, the comment on the speeches has already been made by the evaluator. Instead, the GE can comment on the evaluation. So absolutely love the improvement area that you pointed out. It would have reduced the duration a little bit, and I absolutely loved the reason for it, that it would have gotten us more quickly to the conclusion. So that just proves that you heard every word and you were waiting for the message, and when it arrived, you felt that it could have arrived a little bit earlier. So thank you, sincerely grateful for that suggestion. And that's also something, and that makes me think, because we tend to have lists of things in our speeches. We don't stop at one. We have to have 2 or 3 instances or examples. And I am very often falling victim to that tendency. So this makes me think that, even one example could be enough. So thank you for pointing that out. I think it's instructive.
DTM Tala, can I interrupt again? Sorry.
Yeah.
I know I had that red card seeing, so I had to stop. One more thing which I felt was to be added. The title was not used.
I think I did use it. I think I saw, not directly, maybe I thought that what I saw was unflattering or something. I'll check the recording.
Yes, yeah.
So,
and a use of a prop. And a use of a prop. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Oh yeah, the use of a prop would be great because I could show an old cassette or CD. And yeah, use of the title, I'm guilty of that too. I rarely use the title and I always get called out for it. But today I took special care to mention it, but let's see what I did. So now thank you. And moving on to the second evaluation, Toastmaster Shahzaib Iqbal, he was evaluated by Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar. So Toastmaster Asghar, please evaluate Toastmaster Shahzaib.
Thank you, Journal Evaluator. Toastmaster Shahzaib was speaking under the title of Same Air. And I would like to start what I like most in his speech. I think top of the list would be the mind-blowing statistic that he came with, that we have spent in our 6 months of our life to see the green light. And then the way he involved all of us, even forced us to be involved in him. Secondly, the story of his trip to the departmental store with the intention of buying 3 items and then leaving the store with more than 3. And then the third story, the gym class, after a gap of 4 weeks. But what took the cake, the way you referred back your title, Same Air, connecting every story. I mean, connecting the thread of all 3 stories in the idea of same air, and then tying them into a powerful conclusion that not everything we use has a great meaning. Perfection is not goal. Life is messy. Embrace the chaos. The way you gave us the takeaway. I think the most powerful commendation that I have for your today's story. The recommendation area would only be the stage crafting. That is your vocal variety, your monotone while you are speaking. And I have time and again told my target speaker that I have the exact same problem. But you know what? I hate my weaknesses in my colleagues. I hate to see them in my colleagues. Secondly, I think you need to let your body reflect your words. For example, when you are going to the department store, you would have said that I went to the department store with the intention of 3 items. This 3 would have emphasized the idea of how many things or how much things or how many items that you are going to purchase, and then the leaving. Overall, the way you connect your ideas, the same idea with 3 different threads, and you are killing opening of having spent 6 months seeing the green light was excellent one. A little bit of stage crafting, the movement of your eyes and the variety of your tone would have made this speech even a greater one. I'm waiting for your next speech. Over to you, Toastmaster over to you, Journal Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asghar. I love the way you enunciate your evaluations. You have this unique skill where each and every word is audible, and that is especially useful for someone who is listening to their evaluation. So, absolutely fantastic job. I just think that your evaluation was perhaps missing the typical recap that is required. Although, of course, that's a strict requirement for contests. But again, it would be a good practice and for all evaluators to have that kind of recap. I know Toastmaster Latif would have done that, but he noticed the red light. So moving on now to our third evaluator, Toastmaster Arfa Tabassum. You are to evaluate DTM Surprises Icebreaker.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. I'm privileged to evaluate the speech of DTM Sarfraz Nazir, one of the most senior, seasoned, and successful speaker, whose reputation speaks for itself. Fellow Toastmasters, did you notice that even before stepping into the speech, he was smiling, which shows his confidence and positive attitude. His look reflected the readiness of a well-prepared speaker. Most interesting thing that when I saw the title of his speech, the F word, it immediately piqued my curiosity. However, I was certain it would carry an important lesson, and I was excited to learn what it would be. Fellow Toastmasters, have you observed once he started speaking, he opened his speech. Here are more than 6,000 F words in Oxford Dictionary. This is an excellent opening. It immediately grabs our attention by creating curiosity, making us want to hear more about which F words. As you all know, despite being online, he stayed focused on the screen throughout. He used purposeful gestures that aligned with his message, making his speech more engaging. His choice of words was both powerful and engaging. The words like truth be told, I woke up with confidence, whitewash, it worked. And his voice was strong, engaging, confident, and he captured our attention. The speech was highly relatable. He spoke with clarity as he shared his experiences. From the last meeting where not many members were scheduled to speak. Just 1 hour before, he quickly combined 3 of his previous speeches and successfully delivered. It shows his resourcefulness, adaptability, and confidence in handling unexpected situations. It also shows his commitment and resilience. By sharing his personal experiences, as when he became a member of Toastmasters in 1993, and despite many others leaving over the years, he has remained committed. It shows his dedication, perseverance, even when others may have given up. He also shared a story that is relatable, that he has to evaluate speech, but page was blank. It's truly relatable. But still, he woke up with confidence and evaluated the speeches and won the award of the best evaluator. It seems he was always ready to face challenges and tackle them head on. This shows how strong he is. Did you catch he displayed confidence throughout the speech? His speech was logical, with a strong opening, 3 different stories, and a memorable conclusion. He ended his speech on a high note. Hats off to DTM Sarfraz Nazir. Sharing personal insights, your icebreaker speech truly fulfilled its purpose of introducing you to the audience. You successfully delivered your speech by sharing 3 engaging stories. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arfa. I don't know how you managed to fit in a PhD thesis on the speech that seemed to last for at least 4 hours into 3.5 minutes. Truly, I can't get my head around the fact that you delivered so much feedback within the time. So congratulations on that. I'll just caution against one thing, because initially when I started the timer, when you started the speech, you made a comment on DTM Sarfraz himself, and then I reset the timer, and that's how you qualified. Myself included, we often fall into the trap of commenting or evaluating the speaker rather than the speech. It's a very easy line to cross, and sometimes the lines are blurred, especially if it's an icebreaker. But it's preferable that one remains focused on the speech and its contents, because if you start commenting on the speaker, their merits, there are 2 risks. The first risk is that the relevance of the evaluation reduces, and the second is that you may be influenced by your own accolades and personal attributes of the speaker and lose a bit of the objectivity towards the speech. But again, I'm amazed. I think you need to teach us all how you managed to fit all that in. I'll need to look at the recording. I mean, either it was you're maybe living near a black hole where time passes slowly for you, or there is some other explanation. Congratulations on that evaluation, by the way. Now, finally, I hope and pray, Toastmaster Hiba, that you're ready with your evaluation. You have to be now. You're muted. Toastmaster Hiba, please unmute.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Yeah. So
Okay.
everyone put your hands together for Toastmaster Hiba.
Okay. Is TM Silla online?
Yes, she is online.
Okay. TM Silla, unique title to the speech you had. Okay. What I liked about your speech was you used good quotations, which gave a good practical feel to your speech. I like the fact that you gave examples from your life, which connected us more to you. And I like you also had good clarity during the time you spoke, and I could understand what you were saying. There was less hesitation. You had good eye contact during the time you spoke, and I found you constantly looking at the camera. You engaged the audience with thoroughly interesting content, and there was good camera angles, so we could, see our body. And okay, however, I found there were some areas of improvement in your speech. Firstly, you could have incorporated vocal variety in your speech to bring more depth and flair. You could have displayed more hand and body gestures to express yourself during the speech. You could have, I thought since you were faltering a bit, you were a bit faltering, you were a bit, as in, there were gaps in your speech, so you could have practiced your speech a bit more. And since because of that, you did not appear comfortable this time with the audience, unlike in your previous speeches. And I thought you could have given more stronger examples to demonstrate your communication style, because they were a bit unclear to me. Overall, it was a good speech, and with a bit of more practice, you can become better in your next speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hiba, and congratulations on meeting the minimum time. Again, it has always puzzled me how you managed to do a complete evaluation in the minimum possible time. So, and that's also a skill. So, congratulations on that. I would just like to
I
make a
am
comment
too
on.
brief. I can't help it.
Yeah, you're brief and to the point. You don't have fluff or extra words, and that's a talent in itself. So I'd just like to add to your evaluation
Yes, I am.
that, of course, you saw the speech, you were objective, but I also think that since Toastmaster Silla was confused about the timing, and she thought that the speech time was over or was not over, and yet she had run out of material. So maybe some of the uncertainty and her uncharacteristic hesitation came from that. We could all see that, but yeah, so well done. And now we have our table topics evaluator, and our table topics evaluator is Toastmaster Mohammed Asghar. So over to you, sir. And
Before you begin, TM
Yeah.
Asghar, sorry, DTM Tala, could you please tell me the timings for the complete evaluators, or can you send me a
all I
message?
can say, is that everyone qualified, because I did not. I just monitored whether they were qualified or not, not kept the exact timing. So everyone was qualified. You can just make that part of your
Okay.
record.
Okay.
And everyone, I'm floating the poll for best evaluator. Please vote for 2 of your favorite evaluators so that we can have a meaningful result. So thank you. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you very much, Journal Evaluator, for inviting me to in the session. Um, uh, uh, it's the time to evaluate the table topic speeches, but first of all, let me congratulate Sambal Malik for coming up with such a topic. I think it was your first time being the Toastmaster table topic masters, and you did it quite well. And you successfully trapped at least some of the speakers. One of my nimis called Latif Mansoor Ali. Is he around, by the way? No, he is not. So should I skip him?
It's up to you, sir. It's up to you.
Okay. So the next speaker was Shazeb Iqbal. You are the next speaker. One piece of advice to the world. You initially hesitated to talk. In fact, you wanted to talk, but the way you convey your expression that you do not want to talk, you shows you are concerned over the topic. But then as you started to give your advice and ultimately concluded it well. Thank you very much. The way you start your advice and they conclude it. But my recommendation is when you give me the impression that you do not want to the talk, it is not a good thing. You have to start it quickly. The one advice that you want to do. Why you started to be what it seems to me that you started your worries started the moment the topic was given to you. It is something, uh, it is it is an expression that I strongly recommend to remove. Otherwise, you always a confident speaker. I try to say less about you today because I've already talked about you, and when I talk a lot, I usually derail from my path. The next was Heba, a day without gadgets, and she talked about second most favorite uh, hobby, which was reading, and she says that read various kind of magazines, including Reader Digest, and then she also talked about the importance of reading. Toastmaster Eba, you were the only speaker who spoke less as compared to all other speakers in table topic session, and this is something that you need to overcome, and this is my recommendation area for you. Toastmaster of Fozia is not here, so I would like to skip Toastmaster Sarfraz. Spoke the role, what role youth can play. I think Toastmaster Sarfraz described the role of the young and how they are participating into the various forum, and the way he mentioned the forums with the examples. Climate change is one such example. Then conflict, especially in the Middle East, they are also participating it. But then you went on to advise them to vote because they are only active on social media. So the way you covered the topic was really interesting, and you almost covered every aspect of the topic within 1.5 and 2 minutes. Um, and your advice was particularly amazing. Let the seniors know what you want to do. By the way, are we senior? Okay. So I please inbox me if we are. And this is the end, I think, the table topic speakers. I suppose this is the end of table topic speaker because the last one was Toastmaster Asgar. He, mashallah, spoke so well that I can't find any fault in his speech. So over to you, Journal Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asgar. And as always, your evaluation was very objective and very useful to the participants, particularly to Toastmaster Mohammed as well. So
Yeah.
now moving on to the meeting facilitators, we have our grammarian and word master, Toastmaster Shahzad Iqbal. So put your hands together for Toastmaster Shahzad, who is sitting against an ethereal background.
Thank
Yes.
you, DTM Talha. The word of the day used by DTM Sarfraz. So,
Ethereal. Ethereal.
Team Amra Yunus also used the word of the day. It's also clear for her. And DTM Talha used it twice uh, during his speech, I think, and just before uh, announcing me. So some of the good lines I have noticed during the whole session. Uh, the one line used by Toastmaster Stella, I know one thing that I know nothing. It was very beautiful. Live in the present, forget about the past, used by Toastmaster Latif Mansoor. And it's a small problem of the larger issue, used by Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar. And another very beautiful line used by Toastmaster Asghar, that Toastmaster Asghar spoke so well. So it was again a very amazing. And the one word used by our very own uh, champion and the mentor of Karachi Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster DTM Sarfraz Nazir, that Wallah, it was amazing. It was amazing, sir, and it's always a pleasure to listen to you and to mm, just hearing your speeches. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the wonderful grammarian report, Toastmaster Shahzad. And we should all learn, particularly myself, from Toastmaster Shahzad, how to deliver a report in a minimum of time with maximum impact. So Congratulations on that. We had our counter, Toastmaster Arfa, but she is not present right now. So we'll move on to our listener, Toastmaster Mohammed Aslam.
Okay,
once again.
so Toastmaster Alpha sent me the report of our counter.
Okay, okay,
Can I
then you
share?
can. Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, so thank you so much, Ditendra again. Hiba used A while introducing her role as a timer. There was an A moment as Shazeb used it during his grammarian introduction. Okay, so Team Sumbal, 8 times A and 5 times so. Team Latif, 6 times A. Team Hiba, 8 times A. Team Latif again, 2 times A. Team Shazeb, 3 times A. DTM Sarfraz, 0. DTM Talha, 0. Team Amra, Yunus, 5 times A. And Toastmaster Azhar, 9 times A. So that's all from my side.
Thank you.
Wow, amazing job and thoroughly inspiring. I mean, that's an example for all of us that despite the connection problems and the hurdles, Toastmaster Alpha manages to deliver the bulletin as well as fulfill her duties. So congratulations on that. And now moving on to the general evaluation of the meeting. First of all, I must commend. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Toastmasters.
Okay,
The
I
listener.
want to be very brief as a listener. I want to be very brief as a listener. Just I describe three expression and tell me who spoke them in his or her speech. Universal struggle, nagging feeling, and gasping for air. Someone used three words in
Toastmaster Shazib.
Oh yes. How many F words we have in Oxford Dictionary?
DTM Sarfraz.
No,
No,
actually,
how
the
many?
question is how.
Oh,
How many? How many?
Toastmaster Alpha? Toastmaster.
No.
Oh, it's,
You are
oh yes,
partially
six
correct.
600,000.
Okay,
Wow,
thank
you
you.
remember. Wow.
Okay, just three. I'm describing three sentences and tell me who used them in today's meeting. That is a talent of itself. It is not everyone's cup of tea. YouTube being the YouTube suggested another song.
DTM Talha.
DTM Tala.
DTM Talha.
DTM?
Tala.
DTM Tala. Yes. Now, one last sentence. I really like this sentence. Someone said, and you have to mention the speaker of this sentence. I like it because I used it sometime within my family by addressing my mother-in-law. Someone used this sentence today's meeting, and I want you to answer it. When my mother-in-law and my wife have a fight inside the home, I usually use it. Even if it does not come out perfectly, it is still your creature.
Yes, it was. Sorry.
It was
Even if it does not come out perfectly, it is still your creature. Someone used this sentence in today during his or her speech.
Can I say?
Sela? TM Sela?
Can I say?
Team Shazib.
TM?
Shazib.
Another answer?
And I think DTM Talha is left.
no. I did not say this.
Okay, Shazib, do you want to say anything?
Yeah.
Yes, it was me, yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So over to you, Journal Evaluator.
Thank you so much. Again, a very creative way to deliver a quick fire listener report. And I have to take the blame because when the crucial question was placed before me, whether we had time for additional table topics, I miscalculated and very generously gave time for 2 additional table topics. And that's why we are a little bit behind schedule. But kudos and hats off to all the facilitators for delivering their report superbly. We are not holding a poll for best facilitator. Instead, I would just say that all of them will be shared as winners today because all of them were superb. So thank you so much. Which brings me to the evaluation of the meeting. First of all, as always, Toastmaster Shadeb, a commendable job with putting up the agenda. The crux of any Toastmasters meeting is the speeches it has. Everything centers around it. And thanks to your stewardship, it is ensured that we have a rich and diverse portfolio of speeches. The only thing that needs addressing is, and yes, I know you're working on it, because we need to work together on that, is to actually spread out the speeches among members who are not speaking very often as well. And that needs to be done. All of the speeches today were superb. And I think I've said this very often, but even today, after more than 8 years in Karachi Toastmasters Club, I am awed and pleasantly surprised all over again every time I hear the prepared speeches of the Karachi Toastmasters Club, because they always manage to exceed my expectations. And that is, in fact, the crux of the spirit of Karachi Toastmasters Club. Whether it is somebody like DTM Sarfraz, who is exceptionally experienced and has a plethora of achievements under his belts, or whether it is someone new or someone relatively new, like Toastmaster Silla, or whether it is someone who has already contested quite a few times, but everyone delivers their speeches as if they were out there, prove themselves all over again. And that's the spirit of Toastmasters. No matter, that's one of my sayings, apologies for quoting myself, but no matter who you think you are, you're only as good as your latest speech. So KTC epitomizes that spirit, and I'm thankful personally to all the speakers. The table topics were conducted superbly, and Toastmaster Sumbul conducted it like a natural. Not only she had exceptionally compelling topics, but I also noticed that she managed it very professionally by giving maximum stage time to the speakers and by being succinct and direct with the topics, which is exactly the way table topics should be conducted. Congratulations on that. We had, of course, our evaluations, and again, I think there's precious few improvement areas in terms of evaluations, except for one common thread, and that is that they should have the usual expected Toastmasters recap of an evaluation. That way, we can all get better prepared, and it's also useful. It's not just for contests. Actually, it serves a purpose. It reminds the speaker. It recaps the evaluation for the speaker. So that's the only improvement area. The facilitators and the table topics evaluation was full of humor, full of creativity. So were the facilitator reports. So all in all, it was a successful meeting, except for the fact that we are a little bit behind schedule. Also, due to unforeseen circumstances, we could not have a hybrid meeting. But I'm thrilled to see, and that's again a common thread with KTC, that whether we are hybrid, whether we are in person, whether we are online, there was once a time when we could not connect at all. So two separate meetings took place simultaneously. So that's the spirit of KTC, for which I'm personally thankful. It would be thoroughly ungrateful and nitpicky of me to really look for improvement areas, because each and every one of you are present. And last but not the least, I have to mention Toastmaster Amra Yunus's term as Toastmaster of the Day. Just like Toastmaster Sumbul, Toastmaster Amra appeared very natural, not at all like she was doing it for the first time at Karachi Toastmasters Club. She appears to have researched well what a Toastmaster of the Day is supposed to do. And that's the way we should all approach our roles. So with that, over to you, Toastmaster Amra. And I'm about to float the poll for Best Big Four, so please, over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Yeah, so thank you, DTM Talha, for your words and for handing over me as well. What I'm supposed to do is calling, wrapping up the session.
Yes, wrapping up and give your closing remarks, and then
Yeah. So my closing remarks would be coming from the theme of the day, because when I was just exploring this theme, I reminded of the time. Actually, I belong to the generation, fortunately, that came before millennial, and it was the time when we had distinct rhythm of the day. We had mornings for school or work, afternoons for rest or outdoor plays, and spending evening time with the family members. And only PTV drama was to be there, for ending our day. And we used to be in our bed before 10 and sometimes earlier than that. And I would really say that when I think of this time now, and again, I will use the word that I really like today, that is real. Yes, yes. So, so this really, and what I feel that reference and regarding the technology, we have good and bad news both. So the bad news, as most of us have, surrendered to the negative effects of and feel powerless towards the technology. But the good news is that we are the manager of our own lives, and we can reclaim by taking some single and some little steps. We know technology is in the air, and we cannot avoid it for our own growth, but we can reflect, continuously that how much time we are living for our own selves, separate from this technology, and for our loved ones. So thank you so much. First of all, I really enjoyed and learned from every bit of this meeting. I was really skeptical in the beginning and how it would be, online. I was not very much prepared for online meeting, but because of all of the community, as I said in my last conversation as well, that I am really proud of being in this community, and I can see that the future will be more, brighten for me, inshallah ta'ala. So thank you so much, everyone. Over to you, DTM Tala.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abra. We are equally thrilled and proud to have you as part of the community. Community is nothing but its people. And thank you for bringing up the theme. And I think in recorded history, this is the first time that I also managed to match my speech to the theme, something which I learned from DTM Surprise. I miss being a millennial just by 2 years, so I can perfectly relate. We had a definite rhythm of the day, a time of the day, and the most important thing, there was a time for indulgence and entertainment. Whereas today, our all of us feel entitled to be entertained and amused 24/7. And that's the root of our attachment to technology. We are constantly looking to indulge ourselves, to entertain ourselves. And that has had two effects. First of all, we are glued to the gadgets. And secondly, entertainment has lost all meaning. Again, going back to the example I cited, we used to go out and get an album, or we used to rent out a video. It was a physical, a tangible experience. One had to make an effort. And that's why there was a lot of decision making involved, especially if you're buying a music album or a movie, or if you were actually buying a book, right? Uh, these days, buying a book takes a click and an online payment, right? And yeah, there's still bookstores and there's joy to be had in that experience. But as far as other media is concerned, first of all, there are too many things to watch and not enough time. And secondly, as far as music is concerned, it's just clicking a button on Spotify and you have access to that album. And that way, I think we've lost appreciation for everything, and especially the hard work of the artists, because that's one result of this culture, that whoever is creating art, whether it's paintings or it's music or it's books, or even movie makers, they're not getting adequate returns on their time and for their talent. Most of the work is either stolen or exploited by the companies, and they pocket the benefits. So thank you for bringing that up. I think we need to continue deliberating on this theme in the future as well. And very soon, our VP Education will be floating the poll for the next meeting. So I invite anyone, to be the Toastmaster of the day. Why do we stress taking up Toastmaster of the day early? Because that allows us to build a meeting around a theme. And that provides us with an anchor point with which to start enlisting roles. So thank you so much. And now it is my turn to announce the results of the polls. And let me see. Yes. So just let me check. And okay. So today, Okay, the best speaker today goes to, all right. It's a tie between myself and Toastmaster Shazib. Being one of the speakers, I should not break the tie. So congratulations to both of us. And our best evaluator today goes to Toastmaster Tabassum. Congratulations. Best table topics goes to, wait a minute. Is this, yeah, it goes to Toastmaster Shazib once again. Congratulations. And best big four today goes to Toastmaster Sumbul Malik as the table topics master. Congratulations. So congratulations to all the winner. Thanks for your patience. Inshallah, we will be meeting in person, or at least some of us, next Wednesday. And we are